Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Hi. Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Diddy Main, hello, it is I, Diddy Main. Here, let me get the mic in the right place first. Hello, Ranger. Hello, Zon. Hello, Essa. Hello, Cat. Hello, Jacon. Diddy, you has news? Do you actually have news? Last time someone said they had news, it was art going, it's northeast, west, south, or something like that. Yes? Okay. I just had to ask. What's your news? You got more manga? Very exciting. For those who don't know, Ranger came into this channel being like, I'm not into anime or manga. And slowly, Ranger's tried some more stuff. What manga did you get? If you remember. If you don't got them on hand, understandable. Amadis, thank you for dropping in. Much appreciated. Oh, you got more Dun Dun Dun. Nice. All I've heard of Dun 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 lately is some people aren't happy with the current arc. Which is, I mean, you can't win them all, right? You can't win them all. Let me think. Oh, yeah. I started watching some of the anime from the current season. No spoilers, but Demons of the Shadows slash, I forget the Japanese title, but it's the new series based on Hiromu Arakawa's manga. I really liked the first episode. Me too! Literally, it's like, I could tell you guys what makes the series so great, but then it would spoil the twist that like happens halfway through episode 1. But that twist is what made me go, whoa, okay, I'm keeping up with this. You only had 1 to 12 and didn't get the rest because stuff's expensive. You're preaching to the choir, man. A great twist, agreed, had no clue. Yes. And I haven't started it yet, but I do want to watch Agent of the Four Seasons. Probably will also pick up the books. Because I did not realize this when we watched the trailer, but it is by the same author that wrote Violet Evergarden. So I'm like, oh shit, alright. It's like, well, I'm committed now. Because Violet Evergarden was fantastic, but it's also like, bring your tissues. You're warming up to anime, and it's thanks to us and your friends. Ah, yay! Just like any medium, there's a lot of trash to sort through, but there are some good gems out there. And at least once you have a few series under your belt that you can definitely, like, tell people, like, hey, these are what I like. What are your recommendations? You'll start getting better and better suggestions. Because everyone has such contrasting opinions on, like, what anime should you recommend to someone who doesn't really watch anime? Like, Attack on Titan got a lot of people in. FMA used to be... You definitely watch anime like a lot now. Very nice. Very nice. I knew we'd get you eventually. You liked the Cyberpunk series, but thought people got confused with the plot. Yeah, that could happen. And I mean, sometimes they want it to be confusing. Other times, you're not supposed to be confused. And then it's like, oh god. They messed up. They goofed. I held out as long as possible, but eventually all shall fall to the anime gods. It helps that there's so much now, and it's a lot easier to recommend various things to people. Because it used to be, it's like, what can I recommend to people that's, like, not too, you know, doesn't have too many what we'll call the anime-isms? Because there's just some stuff that's like, okay, if you started off with that, it'll be a bad time. Ironically, after all these years, I feel like Akira, with the movie, is still a really solid way to introduce people to anime, assuming they like science fiction, dystopian kind of stuff. You watched Akira for the first time this year? My goodness. I haven't watched it in a while, but I mean, so many things make references to it that it's kind of like, at some point, you should give it a shot. Another good one, Ghost in the Shell. Yes, ironically, they are making a new TV Ghost in the Shell anime. I found that out a couple days ago when I was putting together the trailer playlist for the summer anime season. One Piece is very, very long, yes. They're trying to they're claiming they're gonna remake One Piece and cut out all the extra fluff. How long is One Piece? Thousands of episodes at this point. It's not the longest running anime, but it is quite big. Used to watch anime, but I stopped one day. Yeah, I got distracted by games for a long time. Yeah, 1156. Yeah, I caught up to One Piece, but I was in university at the time, and I had a fair bit more free time. And I caught up to the manga, not the anime itself. Even 10 years ago, I was like, One Piece is too long. The manga you can catch up with because each chapter is... Because it's a weekly series, so each chapter would be... like, maybe 15 pages? And if it's a and if they're in the middle of a fight, it just goes by so fast. Like, you're barely reading. You're barely registering what's happening. Just, okay. Gomu, yeah. You need to eat lunch. You'll be back in a bit. Okay, enjoy your lunch. But yeah, no. One Piece is very long. Not the longest anime, though. I believe that is Sazae-san? Which is like just this episodic slice of life thing about some housewife, but that started in like the 60s. And I think they're still making new episodes. I don't think it's one of those things where it's become syndicated, but they still have it on TV. Yeah, has been airing weekly since 1969 with over 2,700 episodes. It holds the Guinness World Record for the longest running animated television series. Yeah, there are... what is it? There are 25... Whew. Oh my god, looking at the list... because there's a list of anime series per episodes on Wikipedia. Some of these are expected. So One Piece is the 15th longest anime. 15. Sazae-san is number 1 with nearly 3,000 when this list was put together. And then there is Nintama Rantaro. That one I don't know anything about. Ojamaru? Oh, it's just over 2,000? Don't know that one either. Number 5 is Doraemon. But Doraemon finished airing last year. The top 3 are still airing. Anpanman is still airing, so it's gonna replace Doraemon at some point. What else is there? Shin-chan? Makes sense. That one I knew was going on forever. Case closed. Detective Conan? Yep. Damn. Naruto Shippuden is 27. With 500 episodes. Wow. Bleach is 31st with 366. I guess because the new Bleach series have subtitles, they don't quote-unquote add on, but arguably Bleach is getting quite a bit longer now. Oh yeah, Kochikame. That one was going on for quite a while. Yeah, Kero Kero Gunso. Fairy Tail was 37. Fairy Tail. I love Fairy Tail. I didn't finish the anime, because even at 300, once it gets over like 150, once the series gets over 150 episodes, I start going like, okay, this is a little much, unless I had been already watching it weekly. Luna! Hello! We're looking at the list of the longest anime series right now. Hamtaro was 296 episodes. That makes sense. Boruto is as long as Hamtaro. Should be Sazae-san. It is Sazae-san, yes. I looked it up, and now I'm just looking at the whole list out of curiosity. Dragon Ball Z was 291. That makes sense. That might be the longest anime I've watched. Because I know I've seen literally every episode of Dragon Ball Z. I've seen most of a lot of shonen series, but not all of them. Dragon Ball, I definitely have, though. Oh, and Yu-Gi-Oh! But Dragon Ball's longer than Yu-Gi-Oh! Original Yu-Gi-Oh! Was 224 episodes. Oh my god, Reborn! Number 60? 203? And it was Freerun Season 1 is the highest rated. Reborn, yeah! God, we don't have a release date for the anniversary animes, but it's coming. It's coming! Sailor Moon was 200 episodes, yep. Inuyasha was 193. Did I watch all of Inuyasha? I don't think I saw all of Inuyasha. I saw most of it. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX was 70. Oh. Prince of Tennis is the 71st. Yes, we watched all 178 episodes. Including some very strange ones. Ah, yes, JoJo. We love JoJo. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds was 154. All the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series are like around 150 episodes. Then it stops at 117 with series that have 100 episodes. That's where the list stops. Makes sense, because at that point, if you were just like starting to add in anime that have roughly 50 episodes, the list will go on for much longer. Oh my god, they have a separate list for OVAs. Legend of the Galactic Heroes had 110 OVA episodes. What? Forgot how long the Pokemon anime is? Yeah. 110 OVA episodes. Which means, like, basically, for those who don't know the difference between anime and OVAs. OVA you can think of as being like direct-to-video movies. Is a good way to think about it. Like they were produced, but they weren't aired on television. Nowadays, you don't really get OVAs because everything gets aired on streaming. But, like, original net anime would be the closest thing now. But yeah, 110 episodes started in 1988. That means there are 110 single discs for this series just floating around out there. God. You would be forced to watch Pokemon Are you really forced to watch Pokemon? Everyone loved Pokemon. God, though. Things that turned me to dust, unfortunately, the reason this person was posting this was because Customs had completely destroyed it, but someone posted about getting a copy of the demo version of the original Tsukihime visual novel. It was on floppy disk. Like, oh my god. I remember seeing that, right? That is so messed up. Because there's only like less than 50 copies in the world. Because it was sold at Comiket. Tragic. Pokemon was the only thing they watched? Yeah. I drove Mama Melis crazy as a little kid because we didn't have... I think it was a mix of... We didn't have that many... Sorry. I opened up the game and I got an achievement that said, "Don't be a quitter." And it says, "Play the game again after 3 days." Wow! Sheesh, okay, wow! Sorry for taking a break. Wow. I don't stream on Mondays. My bad. Wow. But yes, right before I switch over, poor Mama Melis, because I loved 101 Dalmatian, and I don't think we had too many movies on, like, tape and stuff like that, so... Apparently, like, I drove her absolutely bananas watching that over and over again. My bad. Alright. Y'all should have sound. But obviously let me know if things are not working correctly. Yippee! Alright. We continue the mystery. So this is a visual novel with some additional interactive elements. It's a bit loud. Okay. Actually, we'll do it this way. Better to just adjust it in the game than the overall sound. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Whoa, no, not that far. We'll put it at 8. See how that is. But yes, this is a visual novel. Long story short, a whole bunch of people suddenly acquired the powers of Jujutsu Kaisen. No, not Jujutsu Kaisen. They became curse users like in Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh no, it's not quite like that either. Every time we're playing this, it reminds me of Jujutsu Kaisen though. But yeah, they all became what they call curse bearers. And so there's these urban legends in this town. And these urban legends became curses. And if certain conditions are met, the curse bearer can use their curse to kill someone. And we have gone through... Oh, whoops. I was just gonna show you guys the flowchart, but I guess not. We can do it this way. So we played as a few different characters. First was Shogo Okie. The curse he ended up getting was called the Whispering Canal, and if someone turns their back to him, he can make them die of drowning, even though they're not by water. Very crazy. Then we have Harue Shikima. Her curse works by if someone has a flame on them or an implement that will produce a flame like a lighter, she can set them on fire. This guy, he just got a curse, but he hasn't used it yet, so we don't know what it does. This is the guy we are facing down, quote-unquote, right now. His was very interesting, because it's like, if... How exactly did it work? If you hear the whispering that his curse produces, like, you're fricked, you're dead. So, to avoid being killed by the curse, we had to turn the voice volume off, which was a really clever trick because there's no voice acting in this game. At first, I thought we just had to turn the volume off in general, but then I opened it up and I saw that there was a voice slider, and I went, hold on, there's no voice acting in this game. Why is there a voice slider? And we tried that and it worked. Yippee! And then, oh, it's not in here, I guess because of the story. But, there is one more. There's a couple more curse bearers, we just don't know their name. One's a high school girl. We can play as her. Her name seems to be Yako, which is a crazy name. That is not a name, someone's actual name, you know? That's a name you make up in fiction, I'm pretty sure. And then, we don't know the person's name, but when we were playing as Shogo, someone tried to drag him into complete darkness and use their curse to kill him, but because he used a lighter he had on him, the curse's effects were negated, and he ended up getting the upper hand. But he never saw the person who tried to curse him. So that's the recap. So all these people are using their curses to try and collect souls. And whoever collects, like, you know, 100% of the souls required to fill up their curse, like, charm, is supposedly gonna have access to what's called the Rite of Resurrection, which will allow them to bring someone back to life. And I thought this was all gonna take place over like a week or something, but no, it's all in just one evening. For whatever reason, it's like, no, we gotta do this all in one night. Go, 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 go. So, what to make of this guy? So many things, alright. So, what is it you were doing here? It must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens. The dead policeman? Can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh? Say, Mr. Detective. Have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach? question? How about you answer my question first? What were you doing here? I was answering your question. Oh, you little shit. Oh, I get it now. Hang on. I thought the answer to what were you doing here was I was answering your question, but the reason he asked about the Evergreen Beach was to explain why he's out here. Alright, you're less of a little shit, but you're still a little shit. I came here to look for the Evergreen Beach from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it. I don't know. Nope, sorry. Really? How strange. Detectives, you have the curse stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? Eddie-o! Why'd you give it away? You, how did you know? Eddie-o, you idiot. Well, that was much easier than expected. Oh, crap. Sorry. My God. I know you're a rookie detective, but come on. Come on. It was simple inference. I figured you would have taken the curse if you were just in the gardens. If you know that, then you must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intention of hiding anything. I planned to tell you from the start. Look. This is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Foot Washing Mansion. Looks like... I was expecting it to be feet, but it's sandals instead. That's right. But are you sure about this? I'm not so rash that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were a curse bearer, not without talking to them first. You're the same archery detective. You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equals, shall we? Boss? Sure. We'd rather resolve this amicably, too. So they gave us the option to use it, but, dude didn't drop dead, so... Interesting. Did they explain what his curse is? They did. Kills by hanging one who tries to mislead the curse bearer with false statements. Oh, okay. So he basically used it as a lie detector. Because if he was lying about just wanting to chat, it would have hung him. Interesting. But before we talk, there's something I should tell you. This is my curse stone, the Evergreen Beach, just like you thought. What? But boss, why would you tell him? As for how the curse works... Boss, are you having another senior moment if you tell him that? It hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. So if you try to lie to me, the curse stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell, understand? Whoa, really? That's super useful. Yeah, no kidding. You got a portable lie detector in your pocket. I see. Understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective. Now then, let's talk. It seems I've lost the upper hand. No point for petty tricks then. I'll be honest with you. Yep. Alright, so far so good. There's someone I want to bring back, so I'd like your assistance in collecting soul dregs. Can't help you. Please, all you have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just look the other way and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. Is that a threat? No. It's your final warning. It's okay, we've got the voice off still. We're good. My curse, the foot washing mansion. Did you really think you could escape it just by being careful? It didn't matter to me which of you was the curse bearer. I'll be taking both of your soul dregs anyway. Wait, Navigaki! The foot washing mansion is a powerful curse and so simple to activate. It is ready whenever I need it. There is no escape from the voice of my feet. Eddie'll get out of here. Hurry, I'll find you later. What? Okay. You're the voice of my curse echo. Voice of his curse echo? I left it off. What? Why isn't my curse echo working? Impossible. This has never happened. What's happening? I don't hear anything. Eddie, now! Grab him! That was convenient. Nabagaki, get down! Get down! Da 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 da. Boss, here, his curse stone. Good work. Give it to me. Curse stone acquired. The foot washing mansion. Damn it! Why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? I haven't even touched you! You can't consider that assault of a police officer. Let him go. All we need is the stone. How could this happen? My right of resurrection! Give it up. The right was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but you'd be better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here. Damn it! Whew, that was a close one, huh, boss? We'd probably be dead if he had activated his curse. Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse from... Ugh. Boss, are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt? Yeah, the curse from this one is flowing into me too. He's collecting them! Oh no. I saw what activates the curse of the foot washing mansion and the resentful memories bound to it. I see. I always thought this one was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. Now I know why. This sure is something. What did you see? Let's save that for later. All you need to know is that it's a particularly powerful curse. We're lucky we took it from him quickly. Whew. Nice. Suddenly, giant foot smashed through the roof, wash it, and commanded, and then, yeah. Kills by crushing the one who hears the command wash. Oh, man. She was an accomplished onmyoji. Alas, she did not use her talents for the good of the world or the people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After a fierce battle, the woman dragged herself through the streets. It was like something had gnawed away at her body. While I die, I've already obtained what I needed. As long as I have this. Suddenly, a terrible realization dawned on her. Her legs wouldn't move. She fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once so beautiful and delicate, had grown ulcerated and rotten. Ooh! He got her. She was on the verge of death and covered in filth to boot. Crawling to a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. The curious residents opened up, but recoiled from what they saw. My foot is so filthy. Someone, please, quickly. The woman expired while mumbling something unintelligible, and so ended the life of a woman consumed by evil. Wow. Interesting. Well, that makes one stone. Where do we go now? We'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out. You mean we have to do that all over again? I hope they aren't as aggressive as him, but people will do crazy things to bring back someone they love. Seems that the hatred the curse stones are imbued with makes people more willing to kill. Really? Then what about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they loved me in Paranormal Affairs. So you are spiritually gifted after all, in that not being spiritually gifted is helpful, I guess. Alright, let's head to the next place. Yippee! Alright, Tsutsumi and Edio decide to collect the curse stones as soon as possible before they become the cause of an unprecedented tragedy. The two obtain the foot-washing mansion from Yutaro Namigaki and head to their next destination. Midori-cho Park. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 1 a.m. Midori-cho Park. So Green City Park, literally. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. Oh, this is a new face. Araishi. Might have mentioned him in one of the other paths. What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything. Don't worry, this isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Araishi, right? Not to be confused with Hidehiko Araki, author of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. The historian? We know who you are, so this won't take long. But since we saw you here, we'd just like to ask you a couple questions. Local history researcher Hideki Araishi. Damn. Yutaro is an elite student at a prestigious university. He lives off the generous allowance he receives from his parents, who are both prominent local figures. Damn. He really is a rich little bochama. Although Yutaro has lived a charmed material life, emotional neglect at home has caused him to develop a spoiled, egotistical streak. The only kindness he knew growing up was from his family's maid, and he still fondly thinks of the plain rice with butter they used to enjoy together. Oh my, that is a poverty meal. Though I think in some cultures they really like rice with butter. So I probably shouldn't say it's a poverty meal. Hidehiki Hideki is a historian who works part-time as a curator of the local folk museum and as a teacher at Komogata High School. Damn. Oh, he's the one who published the stuff about the right of resurrection. Okay. Imagine having 3 jobs and one of them is a teacher. Wow. Hideki is the quintessential obsessive researcher despite being entirely unsuited for teaching. Wow. He had no choice but to take up a position at Komogata High School in order to make ends meet. While having a captive audience in his classes goes some way to satisfy his need for respect and recognition, his conceited nature makes him unpopular among the students. Best kind of teacher. Full sarcasm. Lately, he is concerned that articles he contributed for purely monetary reasons have earned him a reputation as a researcher of the occult, but the surge of interest in the topic and the resulting volume of article requests he is receiving are undeniably tempting. Hideki is a regular at the Kurokikyo Cafe on Hokusai Street. Hokusai? They have a street named after the famous painter? Interesting. And Kikyo is a type of flower, so it's like the Black Bell Flower Cafe, where it can be found outside his work hours writing essays and manuscripts. His published works include a study of the unknown and an introduction to Bondo history. Well, let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. Walking around outside at 1 a.m.? I don't think so. Hideki Araishi. He says he's a local historian, but supposedly he knows more about the rite of resurrection than anybody. The fact he's here at this time of night, it's plenty possible that he's a curse bearer. Nothing in the surroundings to look at. Okay. From appearance, it's hard to imagine the small, bookish, well-spoken man being very dangerous. But in this day and age, you never know. I should be careful. Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover. What were you doing? Now, Mr. Araishi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course, day or night. Information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy. You know, your research has been quite the talk around town. What was it they were saying? You discovered something about some book? The Record of Fates? Ah, right. You found some kind of ritual in the Record of Fates. What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the rite of resurrection, too. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about the local history. You just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up. Ah, looks like I hit a nerve. If you think you can force me to tell you because you're a policeman, you're sorely mistaken. Well, fuck you then. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the rite? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway. Well, fuck you. Alright, fine. Usually you can just keep asking the same thing and eventually you get a check mark on it, but he's being evasive. So maybe we have to come back to that later, about his research. Are you doing all this research so you can use the rite of resurrection yourself? You're a policeman. Do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet, pitiful. Huh? So you don't believe in the rite? Whether it's real or not has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Or so I thought. Things changed. It has become necessary for me to pursue the right. So now I pray that it is real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine the funds for my research. I receive a large amount of funding for seeking the right of resurrection. And if I find it, I shall receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Oh ho, then that means someone is sponsoring your research, is that right? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no interest in teaching those children. Listen to me, I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular, all of them are just trying to get the money they need to do their research. With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. What? But I bought your book! The pursuit of the unknown begins first and foremost with belief. I was so inspired by that bit. I do appreciate your patronage, unfortunately. However, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way. I can't believe it. You're surprisingly innocent. Damn. Then what kind of research do you want to be doing? I'm sure it wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, the focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they are passed down from generation to generation. Oh, that is interesting. What does that mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. This is not necessarily done with ill intentions. They call him a local historian, but the stuff he's looking into is more along the lines of, like, anthropology. I guess it's, like, kind of in between the two disciplines. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in a story that lacks detail, or when something left out or abridged because of the story's length, or when a story twists and shifts as it's spread through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. My research is the study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other. I see. Take the 7 mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You'd think stories would last a decade, let alone hundreds of years, so why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest? I admit, I am curious. So that's what you've been researching all this time. Makes sense? As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the right exists or not. If people in the Edo period believe that was what was written in the record of fates was real, that's all I'm interested in. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. Well. Okay, still avoiding us about that one. About the record of fates. Oh, ad break's gonna start in a minute. So at that point, we'll get up, get some drinks. This record of fates, where did you get your hands on it? The storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just as the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to what you were looking for. Curse stones, what? Damn it! If you know about that, then... Calm down. No need to get defensive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. We got him. Alright. Quick break for the ad break so we don't miss anything, and we will be right back. 3, 2, 1. Whee! Hello, I'm back, and hello, Butter. I didn't have a good weekend. The apothecary was closed on Friday and Monday, so I had a nice long weekend. Alright, big stretch. Back to it. Calm down. No need to get defensive. We just called him out on looking for cursed stones, so you know. I think he's gonna get a little defensive. both want information, right? Why don't we have a friendly chat? A curse stone! You are a curse bearer! A leaf. Is it the evergreen beech then? Yep. Excuse me. Will you show me yours? Oh, the ever-burning lantern. So this is the guy that pulled Sogo into the darkness and tried to kill him. Interesting, alright. Interesting. Reveal curse details. I'll tell you this for free. The evergreen beech comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors. But the accusations against him were unfounded, and he died cursing those who deceived him. Ah, so this is the resentful memory held within the evergreen beech. The memories of the 7 mysteries are truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all. Do whatever you want, but you should know something. The stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. You gotta go have dinner. Okay. Have a good night, Essa. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good dinner with your friends. The stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. What? But... So don't try and lie to me. Oh no. You would curse a citizen? And you call yourself an officer of the law? That all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. What is it you want? The curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me? But my right! My research! First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used that curse, have you? No, of course I haven't, I swear! I see. Good. Now, why don't you hand over that stone? Unless you'd rather try using it on me instead. Damn you, I won't give it to you! If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? The police are aware of how dangerous those stones are. I could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offenses Act. Or you could hand it over, and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to all your research if you were arrested. Fine. You can have the stone here. Dun dun dun! Yippee! Kills by disembowelment! Oh my! That would be a not fun way to go. Yikes. One who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. When Honjo was filled with samurai residences, the spies of the shogunate lived amongst the townspeople to keep an eye on things. The soba card on South Wade Gesui served as one of their outposts. They would communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern on or off. Oh, interesting. Tonight at 4 a.m. meant that someone would be having the last soba of their life, and that their belly would be sliced open the next night. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted it deeply, even declining to invoke the right to defend his honor. But the deed was done. Still, he could not accept it. His rage at having been used by his daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge he would never forget. Nearby, he saw a lantern quietly glowing in the night. And when the 6th bell rang, the man cut his own stomach open. Since then, the lantern could be seen alight before the sober cart had opened, and would flicker out suddenly even when there was no wind blowing. As this unsettling phenomenon continued, the rumors surrounding it grew, and soon all were convinced that it was the man who cut open his stomach, visiting from the beyond. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Don't be like that. All right. Would you mind telling us everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me about all the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries? I believe that they are the key to the secret hidden in the Record of Fates. Sure, why not? I'll learn all about them as I collect the curse stones. Well, that was easy. Oh, and I guess this is when they run into Shogo. Because this is exactly what the scene from Shogo's point of view. But thanks to you, we learned a lot from him. I wonder, the mysteries in Right are all public information. He kept everything he knows about the other curse bearers and the source of the curses here hidden. I was hoping that at least give us a clue about how to beat those curses. Oh, I see. Then we should be more aggressive next time. Really make them spit it out. And by we, I mean you. I'm guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything no matter what we asked. But now we know where he hangs out. We can always send someone for him if need be. Right, got it. I was surprised to hear that there were actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, though. Yeah, that's 2 extra curse bearers we have to find. We've confiscated 2, so there are 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town. We have to find them fast or they may start using the curses. No, I think we're already too late. Huh? I didn't tell you this, but there were some soul dregs in Namigaki's curse stone. Really? Then he already killed someone with it? It's not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Well, we know who did it. We can make arrangements to take him into custody. We'll have Paranormal Affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we continue our search. Right, on to the next place. We just have to cross them off the list one by one. Oh, but boss? Good to know we can use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with curse stones. Was that a bluff? But why did we do that with Namigaki? If we could do that, there'd be no need for Paranormal Affairs. What grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest? Oh. Right. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Crazy, bluffer. Oh, and that hasn't unlocked yet. Can we resume? So, what next? Oh, things have changed. Excuse me. Oh, hello. Where did she come from? It's like she appeared out of nowhere. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm terribly sorry if I've gone the wrong people, but would you happen to be curse bearers? What a crazy thing to ask someone. Curse bearers? What's that then? It means someone who's gathering souls for the rite of resurrection. You have heard of the rite of resurrection, haven't you? Everyone's talking about it. Color me intrigued. Care to tell me more, Miss... What was your name again? Oh, silly me. I'm Ayame Tono. University student. Well, well, well. Decided to see if things had changed? On a hunch, and I was correct. Detective Dee strikes again. She says her name's Ayame. I guess she's around 20. She must be brave walking around alone this late. Or maybe there's more to it. There's more to the rite of resurrection than meets the eye, you see. So, the best way to kill to collect soul dregs is to kill other curse bearers. And that's about the size of it. I hope it wasn't too much to follow. No, I think I get the gist. What a funny old world we live in, huh? So, are you saying you're one of those curse bearers? No, well, not quite. It's complicated. I'm not, but Yutato is. Oh god, she knows that guy. Oh boy. So I guess they're working together or something. Yutato? Is that your boyfriend? Oh heavens, no, just a friend. Damn. His full name is Yutato Namigaki, where I suppose you could say partners in crime. Funny way of putting it. Very funny indeed about Yutato. So where is this Yutato now? Well, about that, he's not actually a curse bearer anymore. Ah, so when we took it away from him, this opened up. Interesting. He's more like a former curse bearer. Former? How so? I don't really know the details myself, but apparently he's lost his curse stone. Typical, right? He makes such a show of being a top student, but it flunks when it counts. Damn. Roasted. So now I'm out here looking for curse bearers myself. If you want something done right, kill him yourself. This one's nothing but trouble. I can smell it. he lost it. How did he do that? I wasn't with him at the time, so I don't know exactly what happened. All I know is he came back saying he didn't have it anymore. Although, well, it's strange that you'd probe into that of all things. I'm just a curious sort, that's all. Sorry if it's a touchy subject. Oh, I don't mind. I don't particularly care about keeping it a secret. Oops. Utado can be a little irrational sometimes, so I have to keep a level head on my shoulders. Okay, about why you approached us. So anyway, mind if I ask why you thought I was a curse bearer? Oh, that. I'm terribly sorry. I was so rude. I saw the two of you out late at night, and I suppose I made assumptions. Gotcha. Sorry if we gave you the wrong idea. Out of interest, what was your plan if we did turn out to be curse bearers? Ah, great question, and the answer is, I was going to ask you very nicely for your curse stones. And you thought we'd give them to you? Just like that? Well, maybe not, but you know what they say. You never know until you ask. Huh, you must really love your boyfriend if you're willing to try something that risky. Oh goodness, no, we're just friends. Uh-huh. Who goes this far for a friend? My life doesn't revolve around him, you know? Anyway, you aren't curse bearer, so I'm just bothering you, aren't I? Please ignore me. At the rite of resurrection. So, what are you trying to do with this rite of resurrection? Well, Utado has his own plans all laid out. I don't know if I can get behind it, though. It seems... how do I put it? Self-centered? I mean, if you've got a chance to resurrect the dead, it would be a waste not to use it on someone that really matters, right? So I was planning to steal this curse stone at the last second and use it for myself. Well, until he lost it anyway. Oh, but don't tell Utado I was going to do that, okay? I don't think he'd be happy to hear it. Of course, keeping secrets is my business. My, aren't you dashing? Sounds like you really have your heart set on this rite. What were you hoping to use it on? Do you promise you won't laugh? Cross my heart. Well then, let me tell you my master plan. Prepare to be amazed. Ahem. I'm an art student, you see. Woodblock prints are my specialty. Ukiyo-e in particular. Ukiyo-e, huh? You must be a cultured lady. Really? Do you think so? Everybody says it's a strange interest for a girl to have. You know, people often think of ukiyo-e as some inaccessible high-class art form, but that's actually totally untrue. Back in the Edo period, it was the art for the masses, amusement for the common people. So, when you think about it, we feel exactly the same thrills from every brushstroke as they did back then. Isn't that fascinating? Sure is. Huh, yeah, I guess. Oh my god. As soon as she said she was into ukiyo-e, I was like, is she gonna bring back Hokusai? I'm sure this guy from the 1800s will love being in the modern day. And as far as I'm concerned, the undisputed king of ukiyo-e is the one and only Hokusai. Have you heard of him? Sure I have. He's famous. Didn't he live somewhere around here back in the Edo period? Oh, no, wait. Edo period. That is... Is that 1700s? Or 1600s? Hang on. Up until 1868, so he might actually be from the 1800s. His 36 views of Mount Fuji are so iconic. They're the only works of his most people know. He also drew that infamous artwork of a woman doing the nasty with an octopus. That was also Hokusai, so I don't think that's the only one. So much more than mountains and waves. Yeah, what was it? Something water, like his series about waterfalls was turned into a noble phantasm in Fate Grand Order. Because Hokusai is in Fate Grand Order. They have the same designer as Ninomiya Inanis from Hololive. That's only the teeny tiny tip of a veritable iceberg of work. Hokusai apparently was so bad at cleaning, rather than clean, he would just abandon his houses and move somewhere else. I've gotta admit, I only really know him from those landscapes myself. Oh, don't worry about it, anyone can learn. When Hokusai died at the age of 90, he left behind over 30,000 drawings. Wow, living to 90 in the 1800s is crazy. That's multiple drawings a day for 80 years. Amazing, right? So he kept on drawing right up into his old age, huh? Impressive. But even in his final years, he was never satisfied with his own work. His dying words were, "Should heaven afford me but 5 more years, I shall finally become a true artist." Even on his deathbed, he still thought he had more to learn. He was already the greatest painter and artist of his era. What more could he have done with more time? Well, that's what I want to find out. Huh? Hold on, are you saying? Besides, he always said he wanted to move out of 100 houses, but he only made it to 93. Isn't that just tragic? Bruh. Oh no, nuh-uh. No way this is going where I think it's going. Imagine the masterpieces he could create with modern techniques. I feel all dizzy just thinking about it. You've got to be kidding me. So if I understand correctly, you want to use the rite of resurrection to... That's right, I want to bring Hokusai back to life. Well, that's certainly a novel idea. How do I don't lose it? Don't go crazy. Don't go ballistic. That's what she'd use it on? What a waste. Ah, don't be like that. Katsushika Hokusai. Oh, 1786 to the early 1800s. Gotcha. 36 views of Mount Fuji and the Hokusai manga. Manga? Though the general popularity of ukiyo-e declined during the Meiji period, Hokusai remained a core figure at the center of the Japonism movement, providing inspiration for countless artists around the globe. Despite his fame, Hokusai himself was rather indifferent to money or decorum and lived a life that quite appropriately resembled that of the whimsical, otherworldly scenes often depicted in ukiyo-e. Though he went by many names, in his later years he took on the title of Gakkyo Rojin Manjin, or the Old Mad Painter. Hokusai lived to be 90 years old and never lost his passion for art. Oh gosh, is that the time? I should be going. I need to get my hands on a curse bearer before daybreak. Sorry for flaking you down out of the blue like that. Well, best of luck! With what? That was suspicious. As a young woman working with Yutaro Namigaki, her love of Katsushika Hokusai's ukiyo-e is so great she wishes to resurrect him. Ayame is a clever but calculating university student who only has time for her own interests. She is making the best of a recent boom in the popularity of female university students, incited by their appearances across TV commercials and radio programs. Ayame is content to ride this trend so long as it allows her to get her hands on whatever she needs and wants in life. Recently, Ayame has figured out that older men will fall for her if she acts a little bit stupid. Wow. Yeah, she is dating him, you liar. She was approached by Yutaro Namigaki in town, and although she was not attracted to him, agreed to date him because his family seemed rich. However, she does not think much of him as a human being, and is beginning to grow bored of the relationship. Oof. Well, there goes trouble. If we're going after curse stones, we should keep an eye on her, too, if we can. Why do you say that? Before she left, she wished us the best of luck. She's got at least an inkling that we're curse bearers. My. There's a good chance we'll clash sooner or later. We're after the same thing, after all. You head on back to the mansion, ma'am. I think I'll tail her for a little while. Well, well, well. No more curses. Haruei has received multiple reports about other suspected curse bearers. Although concerned about Ayame Tono, who is apparently also after the cursed stones, she entrusts Richter to continue his investigation. 3 a.m. Oh my goodness. Dawn's not far off now. Depending on the time of year, and also how far up in the mountains they are. Although this is, well, I mean, it's part of Tokyo, but... Back here again. I left Richter to continue looking for curse bearers, and came home alone. Will this really be enough to gather the soul dregs I need? What if nobody uses any more curses? I'll lose my chance to bring him back. Surroundings, I can hear the wind rustling in the trees. The old Shigama mansion. We rebuilt it here after the Great Kanto earthquake. Ah, yes. We know about that one from Higurashi. It's always stayed the same all these years. Even the war didn't touch it. I never liked it growing up. I always wanted to live somewhere more modern. Shikima residence. Once a warrior clan with a mansion in Hojo, now a dynasty of police officials, the Shikima family is one of considerable repute. The family estate was originally located some distance from the city, but the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923 forced them to rebuild in a new location. The Shikima mansion was at one time a bustling place where members of the social elite mingled. 1 year ago, however, the head of the house was struck with a sudden melancholy, and ever since their mansion has stood silent as the grave. Oof. The fuck? Oh, it's one of the stickers, okay. I thought there was like something in the yard. Complete the Haruai branch of Chapter 1. Chapter 1?! Guess there's a lot still out there. Alright. It's time for Yako Sakazaki. Because we still have this scene of Tsutsumi, but we haven't unlocked it yet, so all we can do is go see Yako. Yako Sakazaki searches for the rite of resurrection, hoping to revive her friend who jumped to her death. Ah, yes, the kidnapper. Though, unlikely she knows. To get the information she needs, she meets with her classmate Mio Kurosuzu in their classroom at midnight to attempt using a spirit board. Oh, that's never good. Don't mess with those things. She's adorable. Oh my god, though. Her hairpins is a frickin' 5-pointed star. How can we make it clear she's connected to the supernatural? I got it. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? Need a second. Give me 1 sec. It's okay. It's normal to be nervous your first time. There's nothing to be scared of, I promise. Thanks. I'm ready. Promise. So that's the Yaku. It's the Yaku and Yakusoku, which is promise. Persons of interest. Yako is a student in Class 2C at Komogata High School. Unable to comprehend why her childhood friend and classmate Michio Shiraishi committed suicide, She attempted to investigate the incident herself. However, she was unable to make any progress. And feeling desperate, invited transfer student Mio Kurosuzu to join her in performing a spirit board ritual. Born and raised in Honjo, Sumida City, Yako's family has owned and operated the beloved candy shop Sennonoya since its establishment in the early Showa era. Cute! Candy store! We saw that in, Silent Hill F. Despite her modest appearance, Yako is a cheerful and vivacious young woman with a sense of duty and compassion so strong that she is easily moved to tears. She is also a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her, family, or friends. It is possible, however, that this readiness to fight is more driven by an innate love of chaos. Oh, okay. Yako's winning streak against arrogant boys in scraps since she was a child remains unbroken, and is the source of considerable stress for her mother. Hey, put them in their place, girl. A coeducational municipal high school with 632 attendees. Although it opened as Honjo First Middle School in 1943, subsequent revisions to its enrollment policy saw it change its name, becoming Komogata High School. The school strives to instill its students with the 3 S's of Sumida: sound morals, social responsibility, and strength of spirit. Alright. But success has been limited. Plagued by delinquency, it has been forced to turn to temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover. And its sports clubs face challenges with its inner-city location and small campus. RIP. Its traditional culture research club is thriving, however, even issuing regular bulletins in collaboration with the local records office. Probably, Araishi has a hand in that. Alright, let's start. This is the spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. Alright, and also I know you're probably like, why is it in English? They probably translated because I am pretty sure, I've seen this same board in Shaman Cane. In Shaman Cane, it's all, like, there's the numbers, but the rest is in, like, hiragana. So I'm sure they just adapted it so, you know, we can actually read what's on it. First, we'll both put a finger on the 10-yen coin that's on the board. Like this. Just like that. Relax your finger as much as you can. Now for the chant. Repeat what I say, okay? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, please visit us. Kokuri-san? Kokuri-san? I forget how the chant goes. Your turn. Spectre. Spectre. Please visit us. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Spectre of the Spirit Board. Please visit us. Good. Yay, we passed the skill check. Please tell us if you are there. Oh? Whoa, it really moved. It's totally not, you know, auto-hypnosis suggestion. Looks like we succeed in the summoning. We can ask questions now. Right, questions. Start with a question you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple. What is my name? I think I should know the answer to this. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what is my name? Huh? What's the matter? How strange. No? It told me no? Ah, I bet it means it doesn't know. It may be the Spectre of the Spirit Board, but it doesn't know everything. Is this spirit really the real deal? Yes. It's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. What is this place? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, where are we? H-I-J-H. High school. High school. High school, that's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. What is this girl's name? What is the name of the girl across from me? M-I-O. Mio. That's right. That's not fair. It knows your name, Mio. It even used that weird characters you used to spell your name. How flattering. Oh, her name's Old Style. So this is technically Woe. W-O. Because it used to be O's were woes. That's why, you know, their Kaoru from Evangelion is technically Kaworu. And Kanao from Demon Slayer is technically Kanawo. It's the old style. Now, like in modern times, you don't really see woe used like that. Like, it's used grammatically, but that's it, really. Also interesting, she spells her name in katakana, not hiragana or kanji. So it's probably not even her real name. As apprentice of a famous psychic, right, we knew that. She works with, like, the Paranormal Affairs Division of the police. The most common comment she receives is that she seems to get along well with crows and black cats. What's wrong with black cats? Come on. I bet even the teachers get it wrong all the time. I guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. I don't know how I should feel about that. Alright. What is my name? No. Okay. I didn't even hesitate this time. Okay. Is it really you? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board? No. Huh? It said no. Is it lying? Not quite. The Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when using the board. We're actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place, or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit that just happened to be nearby just felt like answering. Well, ain't that convenient? They don't really think of themselves as the Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh, really? Huh. Feels like some of the mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Yes? Yes? Okay. Thanks. Always good to remember to say your please and thank yous. I would have been like, wait, you do mind? Or is it what? Alright. It's time to start asking serious questions. Yeah. Michio's cause of death. I was thinking about picking the silly one, but I'm like, Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide? No. So it really wasn't. I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now's the important part. Yeah. From a nearby apartment building, as there were no suicide note, the police based their conclusion on interviews with Michio's peers. Michio was an honor student with good grades, with a good head on her shoulder and consistently excellent grades, making her a favorite among the teachers. Although she appeared somewhat reserved, she had a positive outlook on life and a courageous spirit. Michio and Yako formed a long-lasting friendship during childhood, with Yako's unbending, uncompromising attitude deeply influencing Michio. However, beneath her strong exterior, Michio had been pushing herself too hard and keeping her emotions bottled up to the point that they risked overflowing. Following her father's death 3 years ago and moving to a new house, Michio began avoiding Yako. Although the two remained in the same area of town and attended the same high school, they gradually grew further apart. Yako herself worried for her childhood friend, but incapable of wading into complexities of Michio's home life, kept her distance. The days passed, and though Michio longed to confess everything to Yako, the moment to do so never came. Michio carried an old talisman, a memento of her father, with her at all times. Alright, Michio's cause of death. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi die in an accident? Yes. It said yes. So it was an accident and not a suicide. Michio. Then, did she slip and fall from that apartment building? No. Huh? She didn't? What do you mean? Michio didn't die falling from the apartment building? No way! So someone just tossed her body over? Yikes. If that were true, then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what happened to Michio on that day? Seems like it doesn't know the details. Where is the rite of resurrection? Then how about, oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board? We want to use the rite of resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the rite of resurrection is? I wonder. Oh no! Huh? What is that? Stop! I'm scared, Miho! Calm down! You can't let go before it's over! Oh boy. Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Fool's procession, those who hear it fall. Oh, hold on. So was it the curse that killed Michio then? Kill them. Those who hear this sound, kill them all! You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. Oh boy. The effect will be negated if you are seen during that time. Press the use curse button to produce the sound. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Oh, ad break's about to start. What timing? Sa korose. Kikoeru? Noroi. Or probably Jushu yo? You who strongly desire the right, kill them. Dun dun dun! Well, that's perfect timing. Alright. Break for the ads, and then we shall continue. Hold tight. 3, 2, 1. Whee! back. Whee! Onwards. Two things to remember. The information they gained from the spirit board suggests that Michio's death was not a suicide. When they continue to press the spirit board for the location of the rite of resurrection, a curse echo suddenly appears. One week ago. Oh. I think this is the first time we've technically seen, like, flashbacks. Did you hear about Michio in Class C? Yeah, seemed like the stereotypical honor student in her first year, but she stopped showing up to class and her grades started dropping after her third semester. So she offed herself because her grades were so bad? No fair. Just thinking about practice tests makes me want to die too. Damn. Don't put it that way. Did you know? Michio's mom just remarried, and they say her new stepdad is a total jerk. Really? How so? Like, he'd peek on her while she changes? Oh, no! He's an ex-con? Yikes. Mom, why? I'd probably think about killing myself, too. I guess it was her stepdad that, like, kidnapped the kid. You hear about suicides on the news, but for it to happen here, it's a little scary. By the way, isn't there a girl who transferred into Class C recently? Oh, I heard about her. She's gloomy, doesn't stand out much. Did you know the school she was at before she transferred also had a suicide? What? For real? That seems like kind of fishy. It's a little fishy. Hey, did you hear? Someone from our school committed suicide. What? Really? Who? I heard that. Michio from Class C, right? No way, Michio? She's been acting pretty strangely lately, but I still can't believe it. It's the Jinochi guy, There might be some of you who already know, but a member of our class, Michio Shiraishi, passed away last night. Calm down, calm down. I know this comes as a surprise, but please keep quiet. The cause of death is still under investigation, and there's nothing we know for certain at the moment. Detailed investigation reports will come from the police. So please don't go spreading any rumors, understand? We're sending everyone home for today. No dilly-dallying on your way. School will be off tomorrow as well. Hey, you, stop celebrating! Show some respect, veteran investigator. Accumulate 10 hours of playtime is the achievement I just got. There will be a memorial service scheduled next week at the school assembly. If anyone wishes to pay their respects individually. Several days later. Yako? Sorry to bug you. It's just, you seem a little different from your usual self. I hope I'm not being a nosy. Thanks, Mio. But thanks, Mio. Was I acting that strangely? Yeah, enough to make me worry. If you want to talk, I'm happy to listen. Yeah, this is perfect timing. There is actually something I want to ask you. Yeah? Michio? Michio. She... I wonder why she had to die. She didn't leave a note or anything, but they announced it as a suicide. That can't be right. She would never kill herself. Michio was so happy and always looked on the bright side of things. She loved coming to school. I know she was going through some hard times, but for her to kill herself? I never got a chance to speak with her. She was often absent from school, and when she did come in, she looked depressed. You're right. And that's why everyone was so willing to accept that she committed suicide. They acted like they cared, but all they did was gossip about it. They put together little pieces of information and spread rumors like it was the truth. Isn't that terrible? Yes, it is. I've heard some that are really awful. In the end, the only reason they're able to say that stuff is because they aren't personally involved. It's true that she did get along with a new stepdad and that her grades went down. But to say things like, how sad, no wonder she killed herself, how dare they? She always told me she was okay whenever I talked to her because I was worried. She would have told me if there was something bothering her so badly she'd kill herself over it. That's what people always want to believe. Uh-huh. I won't let Michio's death be written off like this. Like, maybe she got caught up in something bad. Something bad? People have been talking about that body found in the former Yasuda Gardens, right? Some are saying that this town is cursed or something. A curse? That's crazy. Yes, there has been a strange feeling recently. About the specter of the spirit board. You know that spirit board thing that everyone's been doing? Where you summon a spirit and ask it whatever you want? Yeah, I know it. I want to try it out. There's something I want to know. Why are you telling me this? I mean, you seem like the type to know about this stuff. Oh, I do? Yeah, you look like you're really into that occult stuff. You know, you've got that sort of gloomy look. Also, you're wearing a 5-pointed star in your hair. Huh. I don't know how I should feel about that. But you do know how to do it, right? Excuse me. Well, yes, I think I probably know a little more than most. Okay, please tell me. You're my only hope. About the specter of the spirit board. Okay, please help me. You're my only hope! Come on. Alright, fine. About the rite of resurrection. Hey, Mio. You know about the rite of resurrection, right? Yeah, it's that thing Mr. Adaishi apparently discovered and wrote an article about. I doubt there's many people who don't know. He's always talking about it. Do you believe it's real? Huh? Well, it sounds a little too good to be true to me. But on the off chance that it really works, we could bring Michio back to life with it. I want to find out if there's even the slightest chance of bringing Michio back. But how will you look for it? Oh, right, that's the thing. The thing you want to ask, is it? Yeah, I want to know about the truth behind Michio's death, and where the rite of resurrection is hidden. Redeemed to hydrate, thank you, and posture check. Don't worry, I've had a drink with me the whole stream. I don't know if getting the answer to those questions will be as easy as you hope. Please, the teachers and police aren't any help, and there's only so much I can do alone. If there's even the slightest chance, then... Well... Okay, if that would make you feel better, then I'll help. Yes! Thank you, Mio! Oh, she's adorable. Okay, then tomorrow after dark. And then things went a little bananas. Procession of the Tanuki. Omio stood atop the tall festival tower. It was her time to shine, and she was ecstatic. It had been years since she joined the troupe, but she had yet to enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. As a gossip and a loudmouth, she wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. I don't care about them, she thought. I'll use this chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and an okame mask over her face. The stage was set. The accompaniment began. She danced with everything she had. Applause rained down upon her from the crowd. Her breathing hastened with excitement. I've got to catch my breath. That's strange. I can't take my mask off. The smell of glue assaulted her nostrils. Oh my god! They glued it to her. Her screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Omio is giving it her all today. We have to keep up. The crowd livened up even more. She fell from the tower, writhing in pain as she begged those around her for help. The music stopped in time with Omio's heart. Damn. be so petty. What the hell? Class 2C. Huh? Ah! Are you awake, Yakko? Yeah. What happened? You can't remember? Let's see. We used the spirit board and... I suddenly heard, like, this weird voice. And then I passed out? Yes, as far as I can tell, you aren't experiencing any negative side effects. I think it was just a mild shock from how sudden it was. Huh. Was everything okay with the spirit? Yep. It was almost bad, but I got it to leave. More importantly, what is that thing you have in your hand? Yeah, if you take your hand off the board before the spirit leaves, like, that's apparently, like, the spirit gets trapped. Whoa, what the heck is this? It looks so freaky. When did I get this? Oh, there's so much anger and hatred held within it. It looks a little like tools that were used for ancient curses. What? That's so scary. Yakko, you just said you heard a strange voice, right? Could you tell me what you heard? Anything you can recall? I think it might be connected to that object. Let's see. It felt like I was at the bottom of a dark place, then this voice felt like it was echoing in my mind. After that, it just kept shouting, "Kill them! Kill them!" I see. Thank you. Yakko, I think you may have exactly what you need in order to use the Rite of Resurrection. A curse with the power to take people's lives and turn them into soul dregs. What? You mean this is a real curse? I know I said I wanted to use the Rite of Resurrection to bring Michio back, but why? Why me? It makes no sense. Yakko, please calm down and listen. Yeah. I'm sorry about panicking. No, it's okay. Fear is something we feel in the face of the unknown. Long ago, people would give names to phenomena they couldn't understand in order to live with them. However, modern-day developments in science and culture have pushed for the rejection of things that can't be measured. And so, the paranormal has been treated like it doesn't exist. But they've been around since a long, long time ago. If you just understand, you can see that there's nothing to be afraid of. First, calming down is the most important. Accept reality for what it is. Huh. I only really gave this stuff a shot because it was popular, but... You really do have a connection with this stuff, don't you? Well, I suppose to an extent. Hey, Mio, what do I do? Where do I start? Am I cursed? Am I going to die? It's okay. I'll take care of the curse. That's why I'm here in the first place. What? Trust me. I'll take care of things. It'll be alright. Thanks. I I was the one who dragged you along to do the spirit board. It's fine. You're desperate to find a way to try and help your friend. But spirit boards are dangerous. You have to take them seriously. So, I'm glad you invited me. Alright, let's review everything we've learned so far and think of how to move forward. Okay. About the curse. What is this curse? Am I cursed? Well, I've only looked into it a little, but I wouldn't quite say you're cursed. It's more like you've gained the ability to use the power of a curse, so there shouldn't be any kind of negative paranormal effects on you. The power to use a curse? Do you mean this curse stone? Yes, if the curse stone is used under certain conditions, a curse will be placed on someone, taking their life and turning it into soul dregs. Soul dregs are said to be required to enact the rite of resurrection. Normally, a curse is a spell that would only be usable by onmyoji of considerable talent. I believe that the curse stone makes it so that even normal people can use them. So someone like me with no knowledge could curse someone? Yes, but it's still nothing to take lightly. You could end up having it redirected right at you. To tell you the truth, something unusual did happen while we were using the spirit board. It happened right around midnight, I think. This whole area seems to be under the effect of the Feast of Shadows. Now there's a new term. The Feast of Shadows? Yes. It's a type of spell that temporarily boosts the potency of the supernatural. Oh, how convenient. It also has the effect of making the powers of certain certain curse echoes manifest more easily. Judging by its strength, I'd say it probably covers about a 3 to 4 kilometer radius. 3 to 4 kilometers? That's big enough to cover all of Sumida City. Yes, I think the Feast of Shadows was used to cause the resentment lingering in the area to manifest as curse stones. Someone did this. But who? I don't know enough to say. But it's likely that it was done by someone who wants to uncover the rite of resurrection. This isn't something to happen naturally. I see. Well. The effectiveness of the Feast of Shadows is dependent on the abilities of the user, but it's possible to limit the scope and range of the spell to such a degree that one could use it to amplify the power of even those not naturally gifted. A curse stone's power can only be used in this area under the influence of the Feast of Shadows. The effects only appear after the sun has set. By setting a limit on when they can be used, the curses are strengthened. Oh! And that's why everyone's like, we need to use this before dawn. They should have explained that earlier. So the curse can't be used outside this area or during the day? Correct. But speaking of limits, to actually use a curse to kill someone, it seems that there are conditions that need to be met. Conditions? You mean like how my cursed echo needs someone to listen to the sound it makes for 30 seconds? To be honest, I don't really understand it. Like, how do I even summon the cursed echo or make the sound? Do I just, like, will it? Do you mind if I try? Stop, 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 stop! You shouldn't be using curses so willy-nilly. Even if there are conditions like that to be met, the power to kill someone without leaving behind evidence is dangerous enough. In that sense, maybe you really have been cursed. I'm sorry that you got wrapped up in this situation even though I'm here with you. What could possibly go wrong? That curse stone, I think whoever holds it becomes a curse bearer. It would probably be best for me to hold on to it, but then I'd feel bad about forcing it on you. No, I sense a powerful force rejecting me. I don't think I'd be able to take it. Really? Why? If we tried separating it from you, the curse may trigger. That's how bad I sense it wants to stay with you. No way. That cursed stone might seem like nothing more than an old Netsuke carving, but I can sense a powerful, resentful energy from it. I don't think it's a good idea for me to even touch it. It may seem like I know what I'm doing, but I don't know how to handle something this powerful. Oh, really? This little thing? If you threw it away and someone with bad ideas picked it up, it could be bad. I think it would be safer to avoid the risk of getting anyone else involved and have you hold on to it for now. Well, now I'm kind of freaked out. Anyways, we need to make it to daybreak. I think the curse should weaken once it's morning. I'll help you find a way to deal with it then. Okay. So there are two things you should remember. First, do not fulfill the conditions while it's night. Second, should you happen to fulfill the conditions, don't use the curse. Right. Ah, easier said than done. About the 7 mysteries. A mysterious voice said the cursed stone is called the Fool's Procession, right? Yeah, that's from the 7 mysteries of Honjo, right? Hi, Pep. Are you one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Cat's screaming at me. I know, girlie, I know. Not quite time to finish stream yet. Soon, though, girl. Soon. A school is said to be connected with a story with the same name, one of the mysteries. Right. I don't think it's a coincidence. This is just a guess, but it's possible that you were chosen because it could feel your desire for the rites. If this is a curse of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, then it's possible that there are others who received curses associated with the other mysteries. Yeah, that voice also said that there are other curse bearers, or whatever you called them. Not only that, apparently you can get a lot of soul dregs by killing a curse bearer. Right. That's certainly not good. Even if we have no intention of killing others with the curse, there's a chance you may be targeted if other curse bearers find us. Ew! We'll have to avoid anyone who has another of the curses. This means we should avoid people at night as much as possible. Well, time to go home and hide in the closet. About the right. But, Mio, yes? If this curse is real, that means I could bring back Michio if I used it, right? The Rite of Resurrection would be real too. Yes, that's true. But you can't do that, Yako. But Feels like it's not the time to worry about that kind of stuff. If Michio died in an accident, then I'm sure she didn't want to die. What's the issue with putting a little curse on a complete stranger? I sort of feel like it wouldn't be a big deal. What's going on with you? You're not acting like yourself, Yako. You would never even consider taking the life of another person. Is it the curse's influence on you? Maybe the curse Echo's grudge is rubbing off on you? Will you show me it for a second? Is there something inside it? No, stop! Yako? Oh, I'm sorry. But it's like... I just... Suddenly you really didn't want you to touch it. I understand. I'm sorry. But you need to give up on the right of resurrection. What? Because that's the real curse. Using resurrection as a lure, it tempts curse bearers into using their curses. You have to resist it. Don't let yourself be deceived by some curse. But Michio could. I think for tonight, we should get you home to rest. I'll walk you. The curse's influence should subside in the morning. Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm telling you that you need to give up on the right. It's beyond us. Even a single curse stone alone is too much to handle. Bringing back the dead isn't something so simple. I know how much it hurts, but please focus on just surviving tonight. Even now, we're in great danger. Okay, let's get going then, shall we? We'll take the same route we took to get here. Right. We'll be fine, right? There's no one else at the school, is there? Well, hopefully not. I think so. The night shift janitor shouldn't be patrolling this late at night either. Uh-oh. What? Oh, why'd the lights go out? Mio, are you okay? Oh no. It's the teacher, isn't it? Oh, hi! Oh, no, 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 what was that? Get me out of here! Mio? Mio, where are you? Yako, I'm here! Over here! Can you see me? Where? I can't see anything! There you are! Mio! This way, over here. Be careful. Your field of vision is being limited. Right. Yikes! Escape from Komogata High. So yeah, the teacher's trying to kill them. The effects of another curse. Echoes are already appearing at the school, so the two hurry to get out of the classroom. 1 a.m. Inside Komogata High School. Hey, Mio, what was that just now? Could it be another curse echo different from mine? I think so, yes. We may have been discovered by another curse bearer.
Oh. What's wrong? Shh. Someone's there in that classroom. What? Something moved inside. Well... we don't need to check it out, right? Let's hurry and get out of here. Maybe. The person who used the curse echo may be in there. If we could just see who it is, it could help us later. Right. Okay, just a glimpse. Be careful. Well, can you see anything? Try and get a look around.
Oh, this mother fricker.
Ah! Huh? Is that our homeroom teacher, Mr. Janochi? And the person with them is Hitomi from Class A? What? Oh my, what is going on here? That bastard. He's at it again. I have to kill him. I won't let him get away with this. What? No, Yakult, you can't use it. What's gone into you? Resist it.
Who's there? Is someone there?
This is bad. We have to go before they see us.
Ah, of course. Hitting on the students. What else would we expect from male teachers in, like, an anime or game?
He was seen alone with Hitomi Okuda in a classroom late at night. Kohei was an honor student, top of his class back in his high school days. The apple of his parents' eye, he was placed under immense pressure to attend a first-rate university. The family's plans came to naught, however, when the pressure caused Kohei to sink into a deep depression and fail his entrance exam. Even at the university he was able to enter, Kohei struggled to keep up with his classes, leaving him a vain but wounded young man. Kohei never aspired to be a teacher, but figured it was the least he could do with his talents. He considers his students to be beneath him, and largely looks down on them all.
Damn.
Hitomi is a rebellious student in Class 2A. On the rare occasions she does show up to school, she skips all her classes and spends her time hanging out on the rooftop with her fellow troublemakers. Is regarded by the teachers as one of the worst offenders among the delinquent students attending Komagata High. Hitomi was a fairly ordinary student when she started high school. However, trouble at home in her first year had her take a turn for the worst. She began associating with a group of delinquents from other schools with whom she'd wander around town at night to avoid returning home. Warnings from teachers about dress code and conduct violations have fallen on deaf ears, with Hitomi going on reactionary rampages around school with her friends, breaking windows and disrupting classes. Recently, some teachers have taken to using harsher measures and even corporal punishment, delightful, to correct Hitomi's behavior, but this has only served to exacerbate the animosity between Hitomi and the school. Hitomi is widely regarded as the leader of the troublemakers at Komagata High School, but the title does not mean much to her. Let's Seems like they're not coming after us. Let's hope they didn't see our faces. But Yako, what came over you all of a sudden? Sorry. Thanks for stopping me. It's like this uncontrollable rage suddenly welled up inside me. I wonder what's gone into me. I can barely even remember what happened. I'm really sorry. I do think it's partially the curse's influence on you, but we certainly saw something shocking. My heart's still pounding. I'm a little surprised he told me from Class A. She tends to stand out a lot. Gotcha. She certainly does dress like a delinquent, though she barely shows up to school.
Right behind you!
But could Mr. Ginocchio tell me really be a curse bearer? I don't know, but we should be careful just in case. Yako? When I give the signal, run. Go straight for the entrance. Don't look back, no matter what.
Huh?
Why? Did something happen?
Something happened, didn't it? What about you, Mio?
I'll be fine. We'll meet up outside the school gates. If I'm not there in 10 minutes, go straight home, okay?
Look at her! She's got the pose! Go!
Don't look back. Don't look back.
Exorcism!
Rin Pyo To. I used to know the full Shinto chant. I have to get outside. Let's see. To get to the gates, I go by the gym and... What are you doing, Miss? Ah! Uh-oh. You shouldn't be here this late. Don't you know what time it is? Oh, Mr. Ashimiya. Well, if it isn't little Yako. Anyway, students ain't supposed to be playing around at night. School janitor Makoto Ashimiya. His predecessor was new in retirement, so he began working as a replacement about 6 months ago. He's popular among the students for his friendly and caring nature, going so far as to remember the names and faces of all those attending the school. 600 people? That's crazy. He is affectionately known as Old Man Ashimiya. Although he appears to be a simple, amiable man, Makoto's occasional shrewd remarks have led to speculation among the students that he may have led a far more interesting life than it seems. He will be remembered as one of the 7 mysteries of Komogata High School. I know you're rough around the edges, but I did take you for one to act out like this. Sorry. I forgot something back in the classroom. No sass today, huh? Realized you were in the wrong, did you? Yes. Forgot something in your classroom, huh? You're a piece of work. But you don't have nothing with you. Oh. Wait, you do? What's that in your hand? Huh? Well, this is what I forgot. I got it from my grandpa. It's really important to me. Girls these days sure have weird tastes. Well, okay, better head straight home if you're done. I won't tell on ya. No, wait, I can't let you walk home alone this late. Alright, wait just a little. I'll hurry and lock things up. But... right. Mr. Jinochi was actually looking for you inside the main building. What's that? He's here right now? What's he thinking? I don't know. He was in class 3B on the 2nd floor just a bit ago. Well, I suppose that means I can't be locking up yet. 2nd floor, you said? I'll go take a peek. Be back in a jiff. My house is really close by. I'll be fine on my own. Really? That's so. Ah, the snack shop, right? Suppose you'll be fine then. Be careful now, you hear? Stay on the big, well-lit streets. If something happens, shout fire! Okay, you worry too much. Well, we wouldn't want to be losing any more students. Though I imagine you know that better than anyone. Yes, you're right. She said not to go home if she's not at the front gates in 10 minutes, so. Mio's late. I've been waiting for 20 or 30 minutes, but there's no sign of her. Huh? There's someone coming down the road. That's... Oh no, a teacher! It's Mr. Araishi. He looks on edge. I wonder what he's doing. Wait. He's the one who discovered the rite of resurrection. Would it be strange for him to be involved with the curses? I wonder if he has a curse stone. What do I do? But it's way past the 10 minutes Mio said she'd be here by. I managed to escape. I can't let that go to waste. I need to get out of here before anyone sees me. Yako's home. Ah, I'm home. Thank goodness. I don't think the walk has ever felt so long. Nobody will be able to use their curse once it's light outside. I need to go look for Mio as soon as it's morning. But for now, I need some rest. Oh, and I guess at some point we can do a branching path from this. Though I imagine it might be a bad ending. A threatened phone call. Yeah, but that will be an issue for tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's time to wrap up. I would love to keep going, but alas, you know, work, obligations to civilization, yada yada yada. There we go. Alright. Save, just to be on the safe side. There we go. Alright, tomorrow, more Paranormasight. Yippee! So I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. Now, let's see who we can raid. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, never mind. I was gonna raid Alora, but she just finished. Well, XP is playing, I nearly said Infinity Nikki, but no, it's Nikkei, Goddess of Victory. Wrong Nikki. Yeah, sounds good. Alright. Alright, Beans. Here is Raid. Here's Discord. And here's merch. If you're feeling fanciful. For now, that's gonna be it from me. I will send you guys off to Exu for some Nikkei.
Alrighty.
And I will see you guys tomorrow for more Paranormasight. For now, that's gonna be it for me. If it's daytime where you are, have a wonderful rest of your day. And if it's nighttime, have a great rest when you head on off to bed. Until next time, take care of yourself. Wash your face, brush your teeth, eat a good food. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.